Good evening, everyone. It's Thursday, so that means Puck Talk here on News 13. Today we are hanging with the Dogs, specifically Pistol Pete Spratte, defenseman, third-year defenseman. How you doing, Pete?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for coming down.
No problem.
All right, well, let's just jump right into it. It's been a year since you've been down here to the studio, so I know we're not living in the past, but was there a time this summer that it sunk into you that you were part of a national championship hockey team?
I don't think there was a specific day or anything like that. It was more of a, seeing all my friends, how'd it go, or how'd your season go, or do you know what you're doing? And just every time someone would ask, obviously, you bring up, hey, we're national champions. We won the whole league. And
there's a lot of Minnesota guys in the NA. Does that kind of give you bragging rights with the old buddies from high school and stuff like that that may be on other teams?
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see those guys over summer and, beat their team or whatever it was. It's always kind of nice to, have one up on those guys and be on a better team, organization, all that.
Yeah. Now, you have a pretty rare opportunity this season to possibly play in your third consecutive Robertson Cup championship game. Is that a motivating factor for you personally?
Absolutely. I mean, it's rare to be able to play in that game alone one year, but the fact that we've done it twice in a row and, we're going for the third one, it's always great. The goal to be playing in the last game of the year and to win the last game of the year is just, it's our goal from the start.
Each of your 3 seasons, you've played with an international player or players. Johan Skinners in 2009, Alex Jensen last year. Of course, you got Anton Racklin and Pasha Padek in this season. You like playing with the international guys?
Oh, I love playing with them. They bring a different little different style and stuff to the game. Their English is pretty good, actually. And it's always fun to help them learn and kind of teach them the language, everything like that.
And teach them a little bit about the old American culture, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Do stuff a little different over there. Most of them got pretty good style and stuff, so that's always nice to see.
Nice. Now, one thing I know about you is you love to fish. You catch a lot of fish. If you could choose between playing pro hockey or fish on a professional bass tour, what would you do?
I don't know, Schwartzy. That's a tough one. If I could play hockey through the winter months, that'd be great. But fish in the summers is kind of, that'd be the dream life right there.
Pistol Pete. 2-sport athlete, Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson, fisherman and a hockey player. Okay, coming off a tough weekend, saw the Dogs' first regulation loss of the season turn into a 3-game sweep against the Alaska Avalanche. Is it kind of a wake-up call for this team, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know we're not going to go the whole season without getting beat once because everyone has, an off night or whatever, but there's no excuse for what happened. It's kind of like, hey, we have to bring it every night. We can't just show up and expect, these guys aren't going to play. We're just going to roll over them. Being the West Division champion from last season in Robertson Cup, not only that, but rivalries with these teams. Everyone comes and brings their best against us, and we need to match and exceed their intensity and, work ethic and everything like that, and we'll be good.
You think the West is a pretty tough division?
Absolutely. I think the West Division is one of the harder divisions.
And speaking of that, the Wenatchee Wild, they're coming to town. They are a 500 hockey club, but pretty intense rivalry with Fairbanks. Have the younger guys or the new guys to the team, have you guys schooled them on this rivalry?
Yeah, they know a lot about it. I mean, they know we hate, obviously, all the teams in our division, but rivalries with some are a little bit bigger than others, and Wenatchee's one of those teams. I mean, the year before I was up here, they beat Fairbanks to go to Nationals, and that was their first season. And I didn't really understand it until my first junior game at Wenatchee, and it was just nuts. And we kind of help them out and let them know hey, this is one of the most intense series every year. Just kind of help them out.
All right. Well, I'm really looking forward to it. And Pistol, I want to thank you for coming down, man.
Thanks a lot, Schwartzy.
Yeah, we'll see you Friday night.
All right. See ya.
All right. That is going to wrap it up in sports. We are getting out of here, but you need to stick around because Ashley Briggs has your extended 7-day weather forecast coming up next. So for Pete Spratte, I'm Jamie Schwartzwald, and you're watching News 13.